Hello YouTube, and welcome back to my channel, Jade Rhapsody. And today I'm going to show you how to make an alpha bracelet or key ring today. I'm making key rings for everybody at my work. There are 30 employees. I work for a small company. Today on YouTube I'm just going to spell tech. I work for a technical company because I'm not going to give away the entire name of the company that I work for because we're very small, like I said. But what we'll need is the alpha beads themselves. So I have 4 alpha beads here at TECH. So whatever alpha beads, they sell them by the 30 pack, which is perfect for me because I have 30 employees at my work. And they sell them for about $1.30 per pack at Ben Franklin. And I think those are the Doris brand. I'm using the waxed cotton thread. This is 1.5 millimeter. It comes on, it's black, it comes on 25 yards. Of course, I'm not using that much even for the 30 that I'm making. I do have the needle nose or chain nose pliers, the flat nose pliers, a split ring, which most people know as a key chain ring. I'm using both large and small for my, the ones that I'm making for work. A pair of scissors to cut the thread with. We need a small jump ring. These are unsoldered jump rings, and a large jump ring, and also a crimping coil. I'm also using a hot glue gun to put a little spot of glue on it as it's finished, but I'm not going to show you that because I show you that in another product review for the hot glue gun itself. So let's get started. First, I'm going to work right off of the spool thread. I'm going to move this stuff out of our way till we get to it. So right now, we're just going to be using our thread and our beads. And I'm just going to spell tech, T-E-C-H. So I've just spelled tech. I've got it on my thread. I'm working directly off of my spool. At this end, this would be the end of the name of my company, I'm going to tie 1 knot. I'm going to tie 2 knots, and I'm just doing a regular knot like you would when you first start. So just make a loop, cross them over each other, put one of them through, pull it tight, and you can use your flat nose and chain nose pliers. I usually use my flat nose on the short end and my hand on the other end to make it nice and snug so those letters don't come off. We're going to just clip that in to where it's nice and a nice length. You can put a little glue on that knot. I prefer Elmer's glue because it dries clear. Can't use the glue gun on there because it's kind of opaque, so we can't use that. And we're going to tie a single knot in between each letter. So I'm just making a loop around my finger, and then I'm putting the alpha beads themselves through the loop to make that knot. And I'm going to do that between each letter. T-C-H. So I'm doing it after the E now. Okay, so those are all my single knots. Just here, here, and here. And then at the other end, I'm going to do 2 knots again, because this is the end of it. Or the start, I guess, really. So I'm going to go ahead and put my 1 knot, and then I'm going to do that again, put a 2nd knot over it, just like I did on the first end with the near the H. Just make sure that they're on top of each other. Now we're ready for our scissors. We're going to snip that long so we have something to work with. So we spelled it. We're going to go ahead and crimp this last little, okay, so it's a coil, so the last little end, I'm going ahead and get started crimping that down. See, I'm crimping that down so it's causing that loop, that one loop just comes down. Get it as small as I can with this still fitting through it. I've got it too small. then I've got to open it back up with my chain nose. You can wax this end if it gets frayed because it is treated with wax already. Get it too small, you can open it back up by putting one end of the chain nose pliers inside and the other end on the outside and squeezing. So I've got it opened back up. You can also, if you cut it long enough, you can use your scissors to trim that if it gets too frayed. I'll leave a little bit of it out, you know, just a little bit right there, a couple millimeters or maybe like an 1/8 or 1/4 of an inch. And I'm just gonna smash that end down onto it. I'm gonna pull on it. Here is where I'm gonna put the hot glue. So not where I just smashed this down, where the cord or the thread itself is, but this upper. I'm gonna fill that up, that tube up with hot glue there. But like I said, I do a product review where I show you that step. We're ready for our small jump ring. We're gonna put our small jump ring on the opposite end that we put the thread in. We're gonna close that. We're doing towards and away from ourselves. So we've got our split here. We've got 2 pairs of pliers or a pair of pliers and our finger, and we're going one end's gonna go towards, one end's going away. And then we're just putting that on there. We're putting the, we're ready for our large jump ring where we put both the alpha that we just made and the key ring, and we're just closing that last jump ring, and that's it. We're done. I would say some of them you need to trim with snips right here where you've crimped that down if you've got a little extra, because you don't want that cutting anybody. And then the hot glue up in here, and then if you want a Elmer's glue on these ends, that's it. That's all there is to it. So you saw it here first. We just made keychain for a quick gift idea. If you have a lot of people that you want to make gifts for, this is a fairly inexpensive thing to make, and it doesn't take a lot of time, so it's a great Christmas gift. So make those alpha key rings for your work or for your school or your classmates or your friends and family, and I hope you have a happy holiday and a Merry Christmas, and stay tuned to Jade Rhapsody for more jewelry tutorials as well as other videos. And also follow me on Twitter at Jade Rhapsody. That's the @ symbol, JADERHAPSODIE, and you can see that spelling on my YouTube channel if you're watching on YouTube. So thanks for watching, and join me again.